know if anyone can see me yet. My YouTube live stream page hasn't come up yet. If anyone is there watching, hi. Just need to finish this setup here. Let's try this again. YouTube's being slow. Let's just go straight to my channel page. If anyone is watching, sorry about this. This is the first time I've actually configured this. YouTube doesn't want to cooperate. Okay. Am I live now? Oh, I guess I am live. Okay. The whole setup for the live stream didn't really work very well. I can see myself now. And I see Sir Rainbow Skychild. Just one person. Hi, Kelly. It's very interesting. My video is very slow for me. Checking stream health, it says bad. Potentially serious viewing issues. Okay. Video output is low. Let me try something here. Try to change the output. I know, this is going to look terrible, I think. Small. There we go, stick myself in the middle. Can you hear me? Something here. Yeah, it seems like it's a few, I don't know, about a minute behind. The video is about a minute behind for me. Very terrible sync here. Let me just see if I can improve this here. Okay, I'm actually not sure how to fix that. yeah, it is very far behind. That's what it seems like. Okay, so Kelly says, I tried to live stream and it failed so bad. Yeah, YouTube is being dumb. YouTube's been dumb for the past 2 or 3 weeks. Not that it's been dumb before that. Well, it has been dumb for a long time. But anyways, we got 2 people watching. So I see Sir Rainbow Skychild, but I don't know who else is here. I got a few notes here. So what I'm going to be talking about, of course, is VEDA has finished, right? So I would just like to welcome everyone here, all 2 of you, and thanks for coming. I just really wonder who the second person is. So basically what I'm going to be doing here is talking about how VEDA has been for me. It's I've completed it as of today. This is probably the most ambitious I've ever been on YouTube. I haven't done so many videos all at once, or all in one short time. This is number 31. Oh, this is a live stream, and I don't think this is going to be very long because it doesn't seem to be working very well technically, but it may have something to do with my Wi-Fi being very, very bad. But anyways, VEDA, yeah, 31 videos including this live stream. That has been a lot of fun, although it's been very time consuming. It's taken me so much, I wouldn't really say a lot of time. It has actually taken me, let's see, it takes me about 15 to 30 minutes to record a video and then to edit, depending on the video. Some of them took me only 15 minutes to edit. Some took me 30 minutes to an hour. And the thumbnails only take me about 10 minutes to do. So really, it may take me about 1 hour to do each video. So, like, Booktube is not really high-tech, right? But I did do a couple videos on another channel. I have a science channel as well, but that was not really, well, I only did what, two videos, and that wasn't included in VEDA. But those ones I had to do a lot of work for. So yeah, if you have any questions, of course, leave them in the live chat. I'm going to be doing a bit of a Q&A after this. So I won't be talking very long about this, but the Q&A will go as long as I can. At least dinner will be soon too. But I can do that after I eat. So what is coming in the future for the channel though? So if you've noticed, over the past couple of months, I've changed up all of the thumbnails. I'd like them to look a bit more consistent. I've also started doing these videos about helping booktubers improve their channel. So I've been learning a lot from some other channels. If you've seen my recent one about improving channels, I posted it earlier this week. It has a bunch of links to some other channels that you should check out if you're interested in improving a few things. Like there can be technical things, it could be just working on your descriptions, working on your keyword tags, things like that. But I'd like to make a few more videos like that. I get a lot of comments on those. But also, let's see. Yeah, another thing that's coming in the future is Read the World. Now, if you have seen some of my old Read the World videos, they actually do pretty well. The Algeria one is over 500 views, surprisingly. But that was because someone shared the video with an Algerian literature, I think it was an a forum or something. So a lot of people started watching that video, giving me some recommendations, even though they mostly repeated a lot of the videos that I recommended. Also, the next one I'm trying to do is Armenia. Armenia is ridiculously difficult. I've been trying to find any kind of author that's from Armenia, but every time I search for Armenian authors, it just gives me poets, which I'm not so interested in. I want fiction, but there aren't that many fiction writers from Armenia that I could find. Most of the ones that I've found are Armenian Americans, even one Armenian who is from the Czech Republic. I want someone who is born in or raised in Armenia, and it is difficult. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. Maybe you'll find something. Also, I just kept some notes here on my old phone. This is not my old phone, this is my current phone. Some other regular things. I'll be doing more world building. I've started a world building series earlier this year. I didn't really make very many videos yet. Oh boy, look at that. It says my live stream health has gone up to okay. Viewers may be experiencing minor issues. I am pretty sure I am far behind though. So what you are seeing right now, I set it about a minute ago. Yep, I just saw myself holding up my phone in front of the camera. So yeah, there's quite a big delay. So please leave comments in the live chat. Not just comments, questions, and I'll get to them. Another thing I'll be doing, of course, is more Star Trek. I'm going to try to concentrate on that a lot. If you are here just interested in the Booktube videos, that's fine. You don't have to watch the Star Trek videos if you don't want to. I'll be probably posting once a week, hopefully on a schedule. And talking about the schedule, this week, today, of course, I'm doing the live stream. Tomorrow, normally I'd be doing my my book reviews. I'm not posting one. Saturday, I'd normally be doing Author's Answer. I'm not posting that either. I'm taking a break. 31 straight days of videos. I'd really like to take a break. Also, I will do Author's Answer on Sunday, though. And after that, I think that I'll try to do 3 to 4 videos a week. That's how I used to do it anyways before this month. And I'm going to be tweaking a few things. One of the things I'm going to be redoing is the end screen. If you watch my videos all the way to the end screen is blue, mainly blue. I'd like to make it look a little better though. I think it would be very interesting. Not just interesting, it'll look better. Also, I'm gonna go back and redo pretty much all the thumbnails so that everything looks consistent. One of the things with the thumbnails is if it's consistent, then you should be able to recognize it. You know it's me. If you see it in suggestions or in the part, what do you call it? Not suggestions, but I mean in the in your subscriptions, the list of subscribers. When you click on subscriptions, you go to a whole list of all the videos that you see from your subscriptions. So yeah, it'll pop up. Black background has these lines that kind of makes it look like the words are in a tunnel, and there's a picture of me. Okay, and I'm finally getting questions. Okay, so Kelly, first question: have you ever seen the Northern Lights? Actually, yes, I have. Several times. Around here, it's quite easy to see the northern lights. I am, I think, 53 degrees north latitude. So the northern lights are actually very easy to see throughout a lot of Canada. You see, the North Magnetic Pole is in Canada. So there's a bit of a circle around the North Magnetic Pole. That's where the northern lights are. And oh, I just saw it says my stream health is great. Just dropped down to okay. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. Oh, and Amy Tasakada, hello. So, yeah, the Northern Lights. The Northern Lights dip down into Canada quite a bit, so it's very easy to see where I am. It's actually quite great here. It's very easy to see if you're outside of the country. Not outside the country, outside the city, in the country. I am very close to the edge of the city, so I could take about a 5-minute drive to the east, and there I am, in the countryside. And it looks really good. Usually it's green. I have seen blue as well, but mostly green. Okay, so the next one, what writing cliche annoys you the most? Insta-love. I really don't like the insta-love cliche. Whenever, I just remember this one book. It was a good book. I enjoyed the book, but it just seems like the main character just fell in love with a woman who appeared in this book almost immediately, and they started. They just both fell in love with each other instantly. It just seemed unnatural, too fast. And it's not just that book. It happens in so many that I've read. But it seems to be common in indie books. So anything that's self-published, that just happens way too often. I don't like that. Okay, question 3. Who is your favorite non-bookish YouTuber? That's a difficult question. In terms of like YouTube help, making videos, I watch a lot of Brian G. Johnson. I watch pretty much everything he puts out, and he's been a lot of help for improving my channel. I've incorporated a lot of his advice. Let's see, gaming. I watch some gaming things. Mostly this one guy called Sin for the Win. He does NHL. I'm a big hockey fan, ice hockey. So he's been playing NHL 17. He'll be playing NHL 18 very soon. So I like to watch a lot of his videos. He's actually quite funny at times. He gets very worked up about it whenever he's losing, and he blames the company that makes the video game. So I think it's pretty funny. And there's some comedy things. I like watching some pranks, especially like Rich Ferguson. He can be a lot of fun. And oh yeah, there's one. I really love this one series of Mad Libs. This one can actually apply to books and things. But he does these Mad Libs. Mad Lib Madness. All you need to do is just search Mad Lib Madness. And it's by Joe Santagato and his brother Keith. And those things are absolutely hilarious. They are absolutely not G-rated or PG-rated. They are very much adult. Just want to warn you. The language is very colorful, but it just makes it even funnier. It's hilarious. And if you want to ask me about the really big YouTubers, you know, those big ones, the big gamer ones like PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier. You know, I don't care for PewDiePie. But I find Jacksepticeye and Markiplier seem to be very genuine people. So I enjoy watching them. I just find them to be quite sincere a lot of the times. But they also seem to have a lot of fun doing what they're doing. They also do a lot of charity, which is great. Okay, Amy Tasukada, your question. What is your typical writing day like? I wish I had a typical writing day. Right now, I live in a house with 4 other people, including my wife and daughter, my mom, and my sister. It's my sister's house. And I don't really have much privacy. The only times that I'm able to be alone and write is late at night. And that is if I set myself up in the living room and just write. Anywhere else in the house, I really don't have any privacy. I can't type upstairs because, well, that's where everyone's sleeping, and some people are staying up late. My sister, well, there's a room actually. Right now I'm sitting at my sister's desk, but she's not home. She's on a trip, and like there's a room next to here, just over there, where we'd like to set up, or I'd like to set up a desk and chair, of course a chair, and my computer, and that's also where I'd like to record videos. But if you've noticed, I record videos whenever I'm able to get private access to the bedroom. I set it up in a corner and I record. But as for writing, I don't get much time. I wish I did. I'm hoping that's going to change. I'm going to try to concentrate a lot more on writing in the evening when I can, but I may be starting a new job next week, which will change a lot of things. Yeah, so, any other questions? I see there are 3 people watching. I'm really curious. Who's the 3rd person? Let me know. And I know this is a little behind. It's still about 1 minute behind. I should really test things before I start a live stream, shouldn't I? My last live stream was a mobile live stream. I used my phone right here. Just it's an iPhone. It worked really well. There seemed to be no delay, but for some reason I've got a delay with this. I'm using OBS, which is a live streaming software which I'd never used before. I actually set up the live stream at 1280 by 720, and I guess the ingest wasn't good enough, so I'll have to lower it. You see, I'm on Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi in here is being really, really flaky. It's really flaky. Maybe it you? What's me? I'm so delayed here. I'm not exactly sure what you're referring to, Amy. Any writing books you like or recommend? Writing books. I haven't actually looked into any writing books, to be honest. I had been doing an online creative writing course. I did that through Coursera. Totally free. It was great. It was lots of fun. Oh, maybe I'm the first person watching. Who knows? Maybe I am. I'm not sure. Let's see. Any writing books you recommend? Yeah. Okay, next one. Do you have a favorite musician? I'm not really a music person, actually. whenever I'm in the car, I just listen to whatever is popular at the moment. I don't really listen to much other than that. I couldn't say. Thanks, Kelly, about the job. Actually, tonight they're supposed to be giving me a call. What sort of work will it be? Working in a dog daycare. But I don't know. It's I've had a lot of interviews recently. One is working in like a hardware store. I've applied for working at the place I was working before, which is a science museum. I'd love to work there again. Most likely, if they want me to come back and they want to talk to me, they will probably give me a call next week after I've started the dog daycare job, if I'm going to be working there. It's not just dog daycare, it's dog grooming and dog spa. But the job would involve me taking care of a lot of dogs and their owners. Yeah, so it would be full-time, quite possibly, full-time or part-time. But one thing that I'm going to be doing a lot of work on starting September is my science channel. And if you don't know what my science channel is, I call it Science Not Just a Theory. I'll probably just link it down below once I'm done the live stream. And I'm gonna have to change my thumbnail for the live stream. Absolutely. What I have right now is probably just gonna be my picture. Also, yeah, with that science channel, I'm going to be doing about 1 or 2 videos a week. They're quite involved, especially with editing, doing lots of overlays. I need to do a whole bunch of research for information as well as free pictures. I use a lot of images overlaying over my face, so you don't have to see my face all the time. And yeah, it can be a bit of work. One of the things I'm going to be doing soon is let's see, Mount Fuji video, as well as a video about Cassini crashing into Saturn, which will be happening in 15 days. And I'm also going to do a video about why so many people hate tomatoes. It's a personal thing. Okay, welcome back, Kelly. Yeah, that science channel. Yeah, one thing I've talked about in another video is for Booktube. Growing a Booktube channel, trying to get more subscribers and more viewers is a lot different than a lot of the others. There's a lot of communication involved. You have to talk to other people, talk to other booktubers. And when you talk to them, they subscribe, they watch. So I really want to see if I can improve that way. I've been commenting a lot more on other videos. I'd like to continue doing that, watching more videos. And almost feels like the live stream is catching up to me now. And Amy hates tomatoes too. Yeah, the funny thing about tomatoes, I talked about this in my response to Kelly's video, Sir Rainbow Skychild's video. What's your favorite food? Yeah, I hate raw tomatoes. I hate cooked tomatoes. It just makes me want to gag, really. I prefer ketchup and barbecue sauce. And if you've noticed, I keep looking down at the live chat instead of the camera. I should look at the camera. It's right there. Hello. Any other questions? Keep them coming. You can keep asking constantly. And I've been talking for about 30 straight minutes. I'm thirsty. I normally don't drink on camera, not like JD Estrada. Yeah, and he was here for my last live stream, which is also my first live stream. But I'm glad 2 of you are watching. Maybe it's the time. But of course, Kelly, you're way over, almost on the other side of the world from me, down in the southern hemisphere. Winter is ending for you, isn't it? But I know I'm probably not going to see the answer to this question for about a minute, but Kelly, you're in Johannesburg, right? So, what is winter like there? I remember watching the World Cup when it was in South Africa, and a lot of the players are complaining that it is quite cold at night. So, does it get cold at night? Okay, do you play games like D&D or Magic the Gathering? Actually, I haven't played anything like that in a long time. When I was a kid, I played, surprisingly, not D&D, but I played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles role-playing game. And that was a lot of fun, but I would love to get into D&D. I just have an interest in fantasy like D&D. And I know that there are some books that I've read that are based on games that were through D&D, like Stephen Erickson's Malazan Book of the Fallen is based on the games that he and Ian Cameron Esselmont were playing. Those two created the world, and they played D&D, and then they both started writing. And great books, great world building. I love those worlds. Right next to me on the left side is an Xbox, and we've got which one is it? Let me check. Just gonna look over here. Yeah, Final Fantasy 15 right here. If you can believe it, I haven't played it yet. We've had it for had it since December, and I haven't touched it. I really should. I've been taking all my time playing this thing, NHL 17. I haven't been playing that much either. We do have one more game, and this one is incredibly popular. If I can grab it. Whoops. With my computer. And it's Minecraft. I know I could play Minecraft on the computer too. Oh, and how many of you get these annoying twitches? I just suddenly got a twitch in my eye. It's 12:34 in the morning. We're in spring now. -6. Yeah, that can get pretty cold. But you're up high, up pretty high, high altitude, isn't it? 'Cause I know much of South Africa is on a plateau, as far as I know. Yeah, I'm just watching myself holding up the games now. You can see how far behind it is for me. It's a little distracting. Hopefully next time that I do this, I can have it really synced well. That would be great. I'm still live, so at least it's going okay. The live stream health still says it's okay. I hope there are no problems. I'd just like to ask, are there any issues with the audio syncing with the video? Are they coming through at the same time, or is one lagged? Let me know. Yeah, so I've been doing this for 35 minutes and 42 seconds, although I believe the live stream started when I didn't even have YouTube open, so it was streaming already. Wonder if you were already here. Yeah, so I'm just thinking about what time I should finish this. I'm going to see if I can go for an hour. If I can, that would be great. My first live stream was only 24 minutes. If my daughter happens to come in and interrupt me, I asked her to please stay upstairs so I can do this. But she has a tendency to come and ask me for something, even though there is someone else in the house that can handle anything that she's asking. Okay, good. No issues with sound or picture. I had to lower this to 480, so it's not at 720, the 480p. I would love to do 720. What I absolutely need is a better computer. I'm actually surprised that this is going so long, because yesterday my computer had 2 BSODs. Yeah, I'm using Windows, so Windows 10. For the past few months I've been getting these blue screens, something called what was it? DP Watchdog Violation. That has something to do with drivers. It just tells me update the driver. Okay, I update the driver. It works for a few days and it does it again. Last night I got another one that I'd never gotten before, but it also had to do with the driver. And it was a network driver for some reason. I don't know why. It's quite possible it has something to do with the last update. Oh boy, we're up to 4 watching. Hello, new person. If you're there, please say hello. Yeah, so I was thinking of something and I can't remember what I was going to say. Yeah. If I can get it in my head again. Yeah, so right. Upgrading. I need to upgrade everything. I'd like to get a camera. So all of my videos are shot with this thing, with my iPhone. Got this iPhone last year. It's, I guess, decent quality video. I guess the video would be better if I used this camera right here. I use the inside camera so I can see what I'm doing, of course. And oh yeah, if you're interested, that's Mount Fuji, because I lived in Japan. I still see the number at 4 watching. So more questions would be great, if you have any questions. Oh, my video just got jumpy. Oh, okay. Yeah, one thing that I've noticed whenever I'm watching other people's live streams, sometimes the video and audio is not in sync. I watched JS Chaya's live stream when he got back from his trip around Europe, and I had some syncing problems there. Sometimes I had to reload the page, but I think that has everything to do with the Wi-Fi in here. The Wi-Fi router is down here in the basement, and my computer is normally up on the 2nd floor, so it's a bit of a distance. But if I can get into the next room, that'll be great. I'll be able to do anything in there, and I think the Wi-Fi will be stronger. Let me just check. Yeah, it seems that the signal is strong here, so that's fine. Oh, that is very strange. Oh, you've got a thunderstorm. Rainbow season. When did I last see a rainbow? Actually, after our last thunderstorm, which was last week. Here in summer, we usually get a thunderstorm every week or so. Okay, thanks for watching, Amy. Yeah, so we usually get a thunderstorm every 3 or 4 days. This summer has been very dry. We haven't had much rain at all. So some of the grass is kind of looking yellow. Last year we had an incredible amount of rain. It was, I believe, the rainiest summer on record. That's a lot. But when I lived in Japan, the rainy season is around June and July, and it is so rainy. Rains almost every day. And then there are typhoons from June until October. And that was a lot of fun. I actually kind of enjoyed typhoons. A little exciting. All I need now is JD Estrada here to drink with me. But I don't normally drink coffee. Or wait, does he drink tea? I drink tea. This is iced tea I'm drinking. Yeah, so on the topic of rainbows, actually, my daughter loves rainbows. Whenever I ask her what's your favorite color, she says rainbow. She loves all the colors. And she's constantly drawing rainbows. She loves to see them. She even I would say that one of her favorite characters of My Little Pony is Rainbow Dash. If you ever watched that, I've watched so much of it because of my daughter. And no, I'm not a brony. But I know the characters, because sometimes my daughter asks me to play, and it's like, okay, I'll play My Little Pony with you. And I'm not exactly sure what to do when playing with kids' toys anymore. You ever find that? Have you ever tried to play with kids' toys as an adult? I just think the imagination is different when you're a child and an adult. Because my daughter's imagination, a lot of the things don't make much sense. Like the stories she does, they don't make any sense. But when I'm thinking about writing, like everything has to make sense. Everything has to be everything has to connect. There has to be some logic to what is happening, what characters are doing. Need to make sure that that happens. Jeff Messerman, hello. The next Star Trek series, yeah, that's that'll be on here in Canada. It'll be on Crave TV, which is the only way we can watch it. But yeah, I'm actually quite interested in watching it. I'm a big Star Trek fan, but I'm not one of those people who is saying that it looks nothing like the original series. And to be honest, the original series sets look incredibly cheap. They were awful looking. They did not look good. So the visual update, I'm fine with that. One thing that I thought is the Discovery's bridge does kind of remind me of the Enterprise after it was refit. So this takes place 10 years before the original series. And I'm really interested because there are a couple of actors that I really like. Michelle Yeoh, I really enjoyed her in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. That was a great movie. And of course Jason Isaacs. I follow him on Twitter. He is absolutely hilarious. He's great, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how screwed up this captain is going to be, because he has said this is a really screwed up captain. Let's see, are there really daily tremors, earthquakes in Japan? Not daily. Well, there would be daily earthquakes throughout the country, but most of them are so small, absolutely tiny. But I would say that the big one, 2011, 6 years ago, I went through that one. I lived in the Tokyo area, and that was huge. So much shaking. It was crazy. I was stuck at work for several hours, and the trains were stopped. I couldn't get home until much later in the evening, when the trains finally started running, but they were so packed. I was tempted to walk home. But one of my coworkers, her husband came to pick some of us up. I didn't because the train started running. But after I got off the train, I walked home. I wanted to see if there was any damage anywhere, and yeah, there was a bit of damage. And the following weeks were just surreal. Everything was so different. There was a lack of food in the supermarkets. There was a lack of toilet paper. There was even someone who was hoarding toothbrushes. I don't know why. He seemed to just grab all the remaining toothbrushes and take them home. It's a really stupid thing to get. Gas stations were turning people away, saying that emergency vehicles needed gas first. So there was no gas for a lot of people. They were saying, take the bus, take the train, don't drive. There were brownouts. We were losing power we were scheduled to lose power every day. Thankfully that didn't happen. It happened maybe 3 or 4 times in total. People were conserving electricity, so that was good. And say something in Japanese. Let's see. I've been studying French again, and it's been getting in my head. Okay, very simple one. Kore wa keitai desu. I just said this is a cell phone. What else? You know, when you ask that, it's really hard for me to think of something. Also, do you enjoy anime, manga? I don't read manga. I very rarely did. Before I went to Japan, I watched anime, yeah. In Japanese, I enjoyed Studio Ghibli especially. Love Nausicaa. That's my favorite Miyazaki movie. And I occasionally watched some things that came on TV. I rented things from video store. Yeah, back when we could rent things from video stores. Not that we can anymore. Gone out of business. While I was in Japan, I hardly ever watched anything. Since coming back from Japan, I've wanted to watch. A lot of it is because I want to hear Japanese. I want to keep my ears trained to listening to Japanese. I watched Attack of Titan. Attack on... Oh, what was that? Attack... Why can't I remember? Attack on Titans? Attack of Titans. Attack... I'm searching. Attack on Titan. Okay. Going blank there. Love that show. That was great. I'm really looking forward to the second season. I've been also thinking about watching a few others. I started watching Sword Art Online. Mostly because that's VR. Role-playing games. And I would absolutely love to play a VR role-playing game. I would love to get into a world like that. That would be fun. So, yeah. Jeff said, looks like we're in good hands. Be nice just to have new weekly Trek stories. Yeah. Unfortunately, we've got to pay for it. It won't be broadcast on TV. Japanese animes are the best. I can't watch them in English unless I have subtitles. Me too. Absolutely. I have to see things in their original language, not just anime. If I'm watching a French movie, it has to be in French. I want to hear the original voices. VHS tapes. I don't even have video player anymore. Video player? What am I calling it? A VCR. DVD rental store around the corner. I guess there might be some around here, but everyone's gone with Netflix and Hulu and Crave TV around here. You live in 1997? Yeah, back in 1997 I was in university and I was renting, believe it or not, anime. DVDs were around in 97. I remember place that I was living in at the time. I remember this was back in 97. The first Mr. Bean movie was coming out, and they were advertising the DVD for it. And DVD players were about 1,000 Canadian dollars. I don't know what that price would be in South Africa. Why not check? So 1,000. I just searched 100. 1,000 Canadian dollars to South Africa. It's a rand, isn't it? So 10,000, around 10,000 South African rand. So yeah, they were expensive. I got a DVD player in 1999 for about half that price. It was expensive. So I started getting DVDs after that. And now we got Blu-rays. Still get Blu-ray as well as regular DVDs. No, don't get regular DVDs anymore. We get Blu-ray. But yeah, we don't actually have a DVD player. My computer doesn't even have Blu-ray. It's regular DVD. My old computer had Blu-ray. My old one, I had. It was a great computer. I miss that computer. It was one that I could actually play games on. It was a gaming laptop, basically. Very good quality, but unfortunately, I started having a hard drive failure and had to replace it with this cheap Asus. But hopefully I can get a new computer, because this one is starting to get buggy. I need more than 1 terabyte. All the videos I make, it's just way too much. Yeah, so the library. Actually, I go to the library sometimes, but they do have movies. They have games as well. I could probably borrow Xbox games from them. Might be a good idea, just try it out. And we've also bought and downloaded games. We have some games that are downloaded to the Xbox. Do I drink alcohol? Yeah, usually I drink beer. But occasionally Smirnoff. Oh, what's it called? Why is my mind going blank about this? It's vodka. It's like 5.5% alcohol. Smirnoff what? Do I have to search this again? I think I do. Not smart. Smirnoff. Smirnoff Ice. Gee, how can I forget that? In Japan, I've had lots of sake. Oh, I absolutely love sake, and my favorite is called Hakkaizan. That stuff, that was actually the first sake that I drank in Japan. My first weekend in Japan, my students as well as other staff in the school took me out drinking to an izakaya, which is a Japanese pub basically. And it was the first time I'd ever had sake, and it was great. And ever since, I've always wanted to get Hakkaizan. And I can get it here in Canada. There are a couple of izakayas here. Went to one a couple months ago. I could have had sake, but I was driving, so no chance. But for my next birthday, if I'm ever taken to a Japanese restaurant, then I am definitely going to be drinking sake. I am not going to drive. No way. Other drinks, rum and coke is good occasionally, but usually I drink beer, and I almost never drink American beer. We always joke here that American beer is basically piss water. It's just so weak. It doesn't seem like real beer. Beer in Japan, there are a few kinds. Asahi I've had quite often. The city I lived in was Yokohama, and Kirin is the main brewer in Yokohama. It's a big one. They make them there. I wish I'd gone on a tour of the brewery because you can drink free beer. And there's also Sapporo, but I never really liked that much. And Ebisu is a little more expensive and delicious. It was quite good. In fact, my first weekend in Japan, one of my students brought in some Ebisu beer, and we drank in the school. Yeah. The laws about alcohol in Japan seem a lot more relaxed, although for drinking and driving, the laws are incredibly strict. You have any blood alcohol level, even a tiny bit, you can lose your license. But you can walk around anywhere carrying an open container of alcohol. You can walk around, you can go on the trains. I've seen so many drunk people with open beer cans on the train, including some people who fall asleep holding their beer can and spilling it everywhere. And spilled beer smells terrible for some reason. Black Label in Canada. Black Label. I'm not exactly sure. I don't recall seeing it. No. Is that beer? No alcohol in here. So we're actually coming up to 1 hour. So if you have any last minute question, then please ask. I think I'm going to be ending this because dinner is soon, and yeah, I'd like to get to work on. I'd like to work on something this evening. I'm thinking about not making a video, but I'm thinking about actually doing some video editing and creating a new end screen for both of my channels. My, of course, Booktube channel, I should say main channel, because it's not just Booktube, and as well as my science channel. I'd like to totally redo the end screens because they look so simple and cheap. I want them to look nice. So hopefully I can make them look good. And a couple of the thumbnails that I did this week, I totally screwed up. I should have put them as the font should be in italics. I didn't do italics at all. It just I don't have OCD, but I want things to be consistent. So I want things to look good. So I'm just wondering if The video's catching up now. So 1 hour, 1 minute. It's amazing. It's a Canadian product? Really? I didn't know that. Not Black Lanel, Black Label beer. Pale lager brewed in Canada. Oh, okay, Molson. Okay, Molson brews it. Okay, yeah, Molson is like the biggest brewer in Canada. Here in Edmonton, we've got both Molson and Labatt. Labatt is the other really big one in Canada. So both of them brew here in Edmonton. We've also got a lot of microbreweries, so local stuff. One of them that often advertises is called Alley Cat, and I've tried that. There's one that I'd like to try. It's from Eastern Canada. I think it's called Moosehead. I don't know why my memory is so bad today. Moosehead beer, yeah, Moosehead. So I believe that's in Nova Scotia. And occasionally I've had kokanee, which is from British Columbia. So Western Canada, they make it out of glacier water. And it is cold. Of course, it's refrigerated. Okay, if you got another question. Otherwise, I think I'm going to be ending it soon. Okay, last question. What will you have for dinner? I have absolutely no idea. We thought that maybe we're just going to go out and pick up something. Last night we had hot dogs. So, yeah, tonight I'm not sure. I will be seeing. And mac and cheese, we had that earlier this week, I think. You know, every day seems to run together when you're doing VEDA. But 1 hour, 3 minutes, so I think I'm going to end this. So I think I only have one of you watching right now. This is basically just a conversation between two of us, isn't it? But this will probably be watched occasionally after. So if you watch the whole live stream, you're amazing. I mean, if you watch a whole 1 hour live stream, that's great if it's recorded. So if you did, let me know in the comments. Oh yeah, I'm probably going to have to do a lot of editing of the thumbnail and everything. The thumbnail's already made. So anyway, thanks for joining me, Kelly. I'm definitely planning to do another live stream. I'm not sure when. Maybe if I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'll do one. But I'm at 556, I believe. Let me just check. No, 555. Nice number. 555. Okay, thanks for watching. I'm gonna say goodbye.